What's up everyone? Today I'm gonna go through the 8th critique video, and before I go into the critique video, I want to show you how I arrange my feed. As you might have seen, I'm trying to add a lot of orange recently. So the tool to help me to make it consistent is to use the UNUM app from the App Store. So this app is very nice for you in order to create a consistent tone throughout the feed. So if you want to check it out, just go to the App Store and then search UNUM. So let me show you how I get started with the UNUM. So first you load it with your feed and then you sign in with your account. Like this is currently all starting, and then if you import all your current feeds, so my current feed is like this one, and then you upload more picture. So whenever there's an icon right in the below, that means it's already uploaded. So I have a whole bunch of picture waiting in line, like the shoot with Ariel also. So I have a whole bunch of picture, but I want to make it consistent through my feed. So there's a function. So once you click on a picture, there's a function in the bottom saying go to the next slot. So it gives you preview to the next slot, and then you can just move it up to see is the headroom consistent. Like you can just measure from the top. Okay, they look pretty similar in terms of the headroom. So you can just play around. So usually I'm just play around. So this one, for example, is too low for me. The head position for this hair flip is too low, even though it looks nice overall. The sunlight is more focused on the lower center part. But overall, when you put these next to each other, it's not as good as the one that this one next to each other. And this the advantage of UNUM is that you can just go all the way. So you can preview how many like rows ahead of your feed. So if you have like 10 picture coming up, you can just plan ahead, plan 10 more pictures or couple days ahead, depend on your posting speed. So that's how I usually do. And today's critique, I probably mainly focus on the overall consistency, like the posting consistency of the whole feed, because the more consistent, the more you can gain more followers, because people come into your feed and then they feel more comfortable. So just for another example, these two are two white next to each other, the background, and I probably, as I have mentioned in the critique videos, this will be better because there's a empty slot in between. Not empty slot, like the white background, and then you have a dark background next to each other, and then the next one you can do a transition into a slightly yellow, but it's not completely white. Or this one you can do a hair flip. It doesn't, because this one has enough room. So this is how I use to arrange all my future posts. So my future posts can like arrange couple days ahead, depending on your posting speed. If you post 2 pictures a day, that means you can arrange like 1 week ahead of your schedule, so that you can post one in morning, post one at night, depending on how you post. But this is how I arrange. So I just want to show you that, and then in the context of the critique video. So let's get back to the critique video. And I previously typed in the search. Let's get started. So the first account, let me see, has a nice tone. Although this picture yeah, my first eye position is on this the second picture of the first row, because it stands out from the whole feed. The top like 20 picture, it doesn't have this post right here, but it kind of stands out, and then it attracted me to click on this picture to see, oh, it's nice, like I following the footprint to the person, and it has a nice sky color. So maybe it's the way that you are planning to do. If you plan to do, you can make it consistent using the UNUM app that I have been talking about. Let me see what else. The lines here is nice framing. This, I'm not sure about this little thing on like blur. Even though it's blurred out, it's still kind of distracted my eyes toward this point. Maybe you can find another one that, or make your camera angle higher so that it can crop this out. So next one, I like the overall tone feeling in the first 10 picture. It's nicely built with the similar tone consistency. So, and you're consistently placing the portrait on the similar area, so that's pretty good. And I like the sunlight shot in this one. So these two pictures I won't post next to each other. I will like space out, even though they have a cold and hot next to each other. The tone, cold tone and hot tone next to each other, but they are too similar. It breaks the pattern of your nature feed, like nature feeling feed. So that's just my take on the feed consistency. Next one, so this one is a Fuji X-T20 user also. I like the contrast and the color tone. And let me see this one. So the cropping on the third row. So this one leaving a lot of other rooms on the corner, and probably I will crop closer for this one so that it leaves less distraction for this one. But the contrast of color, and I'm very aware of posting with black space on top and bottom also, because it usually breaks the pattern of the feed standpoint or the feed consistency standpoint. And yeah, I like the night shots also. It has nice concert vibes in it. So that's my suggestion on that. Next one, so this one, I don't like cropping the head too close for me. This one, even though it looks space in the top, but when it looks on the Instagram from the overall feed standpoint, it cropped too close for me. And I will tilt it the lines to the right so that it's horizontal to the ground, because the lines sometimes create a strong what should I say, strong angle that when the viewer first look at your first picture, it looks like tilted a little bit. So that you should just make it vertical or make it lower to the bottom. Usually strong lines, even though it doesn't look very distracting in singly in one picture, but overall the feed, it seems like it's just out of the first one, it's just too strong, that background line for me. And the other one is the cropping of the head. I know the Instagram crop is 4x5, probably you have more room on the original picture. So when I'm taking picture, I usually leave even more room on the top and bottom. And I like the bokeh in this one, and Let me see what else. So that's the main thing I was talking about. I like the color in this one also. I like all the retro cars, so I like the color on this one. So next, so the use of prism. So the use of prism, sometimes also be careful of the lines. Sometimes the lines help, sometimes it complements. These lines here reflected the prism, it doesn't serve a lot of purpose also. So even though it creates a strong effect, but these lines right here cause a little bit of distraction. But nice, like try different things on the prism, because I have been trying different things on the prism. I like the lighting, like the warm mood in that one. So let me see. So overall, when I'm scrolling through, it seems like you're consistently keeping the whole tone consistent already. Yeah, I like the mood in this one also. Just the background lines is not perfectly parallel to the ground, so I will rotate 5 degrees to the left. Rotate 5 degrees to the left so that it's perpendicular, and you can lower your camera angle so that the lines will be on the shoulder level, or higher your camera angle so that the head is completely in the lake, so the horizontal line probably on the top area. So that's my opinion on the cropping right there, but overall the tone is nicely kept. So next one. So I like the sunset against the light, so the sunlight shots, so the vibes is nice, and overall the green tone looks good. Overall consistently looking has a nice green tone in it. Just a little bit of the edges. I like the bokeh in here. Just I will crop the tree closer like that, but the flower vibes, like I like that. So this one, from this row, this one still have a lot of room on top, and this one cropping nicely on the top though. So these two next to each other, it doesn't create a consistent cropping, but that's just my take on that cropping if next to each other. So that's what I was saying earlier. So if you have a picture, you can arrange in the UNUM that you can see, okay, is this one and this one, how many headroom, how much headroom they have. If it's has a lot of different of headroom, that means you can rearrange. Maybe you can post another one that has a lower has more headroom on this one. So that's my suggestion on that cropping, and when you post, you can use the UNUM app. So next one. So this one, I like the overall sunshine tone. I like this, like the waves picture. I usually when I am in the pier, I will take some shots like this also. So I like the waves picture, and I like the windy hair mood in this one also. So anything with the moving hair, I like that. So overall, it's keeping consistently the bright tone, and I think this one is good. I like the blue overall. You're keeping overall tone, and then you're trying to, I can see the pattern right here. You're trying to put the portrait on the third position of every row, so nicely kept. So great job. Yeah. Next one. So the prism, so sometimes the prism complement, but sometimes if it serves a purpose. So this one has a nice like leaves against it. The only thing is that this a little bit of white stripe in the background, it causing the like across the head part. But the use of the prism is nice. Try the different things, like you have nice framing in this one. So this one I probably crop it different ways because there are a lot of white area that maybe unnecessarily be there. And this picture is dark tone, and then this picture is dark, and then this two outside picture is white tone. So you can use the UNUM app to rearrange to do a dark one, and then so a dark one, and then a bright one, and then another dark one. So you can use that pattern to help you space out the feed. Next one. Okay, so the first thing, I feel like it has a lot of different lines for me. So my first impression of this feed is that lots of lines, lots of busy lines. I need to find a pattern for me to feel comfortable. So maybe you are searching for the pattern also. So in that case, if one picture have a lot of windows lines, and then the next picture I want a cleaner one, and then the next picture I have a lot more lines, that will space out. Because right now this shot has a lot of window lines, and then this shot has a lot of window lines. So the first 5 pictures, it caused a lot of window lines, and they are not cohesive when they are looking at each other. Like I'm looking at them as a whole, it doesn't match the lines together for the top 5 posts. So that's one thing to keep in mind, that you can post a cleaner background. So this background is busier, and then this background is cleaner, and then you can do the next step, and then you can post another background that is busier. So that's what I'm talking about, is that you can have a busier background, and then you can have a cleaner background, and then you can have a busier background, so that it will space out. Because if it is next to each other a lot, it causes the very busy in my eyes. Like if it's too many lines, as a viewer to the feed the first time, I don't know where to look at it first. So that's just my opinion on the consistent overall in terms of the lines next to each other, like next to each post. So next one, so this one has a consistent dark tone overall. My first impression is consistently stay dark, and I just have a little bit of so if this pole is not there, it will be better. So if nice leading lines from the left and right, and the only thing it distracted my eye is this tree branch. Maybe you can walk past the tree and then just take another shot right there. So but overall, you're keeping the nice dark tone in it. So this one, I can see 2 horizontal crop right there, 2 horizontal and then 1 vertical crop. So be careful of the horizontal crops and vertical crop together. Sometimes they break the consistency of the feed. So you can just use the UNUM and then arrange different crop. But I like to fulfill the whole frame from the square format also. So that's just my take on that one, on the overall cropping when you post horizontal crop and vertical crop together on your feed. You can either post one vertical, post another horizontal, and then post another vertical. So that's my take on that. Next one, I think this is the last one. So overall the tone is consistent also, so it has a nice tone consistent going on right there. And I like the city in the back. I will, what should I say, because these lines also distracted me, and then crossing the body. So you can just turn your camera to the left to avoid these whole lines right there, so that just like this part on the, or you just walk to the next gap. Maybe next gap is cleaner. So I will take a picture here and then take a picture there just to compare which background looks cleaner and nicer. So anything that crosses the head, it causes a distracting lines for me. So that's just my take on that. And today that's my 8th group critique, and hope you gain something out of this UNUM overall consistency. So see you next time. Bye.